Hey guys, OJ Albina here, bringing you guys our APA Little Cup Wi-Fi Season 3 Finals match against TPB Robinizer. I think that's the right order of letters. We're going to be playing against Robinizer in his Daytona Tirtougas. Rob is a really good player. He's had a phenomenal season up to this point. He actually just barely skated into playoffs with the last seed, but he's gotten onto a hot streak and played phenomenal during playoffs. Actually even taken down Silver Smasher, I believe, in semis, who had an amazing season himself. And he was definitely an upset. Though he was definitely an underdog in that game, is what I mean to say. He played phenomenal, and he was able to take home a win. He's on a hot streak, and he's actually the one person to beat us down this season. In week 1, we played Rob, and he smashed us. We did not play. It was a 2-0, but it was like one of those 2-0s where we were never winning. He was just kind of more so playing safe to ensure the win, but we got outplayed, like thoroughly outplayed in week 1, and that's scary because we've actually gone on an 11-game winning streak since then. We have not lost since we lost to our blast, so it would be amazing to have this season come like full circle and beat the one dude who beat us to nab ourselves a championship. But it will not be easy, that's for sure, because like I said, Rob is a great player. So it should be a fun one. I'm really excited for it. But with that being said, I do want to do a little quick team breakdown just so you know what we're bringing, why we're bringing it, and stuff like that. So you have a little bit of background knowledge going into the match. So, for the last time this season, our team, if you did forget, consists of Cutifly, Ghastly, Bunnelby, Corfish, Galarian Meowth, Bonsly, Golett, Purloin, P-Dove, and Yamper, while our opponent's team consists of Qfant, Wingull, Mime Jr., Salandit, Trapinch, Bergmite, Krabby, Stuffle, Bounsweet, and Pichu. Now, biggest threats. Wingull, we don't have a switch in. We just don't have a switch into Wingull at all. Qfant, also don't really have a switch into Qfant, which is really scary in all honesty. Trapinch can be annoying. Salandit, also potentially really annoying because we're not bringing our best check to it this time in Bonsly. So that thing can actually get pretty scary. Stuffle's hard for us to break. Good stuff like that. But other than that, I think we're mostly okay versus Rob's squad here. We have some pretty terrifying things versus him as well, and I think if we can position ourselves correctly and keep up offensive pressure, which we did not do last game, we should be in a decent spot. So I do want to jump into the team. First up, we have our Corfish. We're rocking out with the Eviolite. Adaptability is the ability. Swords Dance, Aqua Jet, Crab Hammer, and X-Scissor. X-Scissor is to hit Bounsweet, and that's it. Water Stab, Mollywops, everything else. Wingull does not want to take a +2 Aqua Jet at all. It really doesn't. We can even chew a Wingull hit. So 2 +2 Aqua Jets should knock that thing out unless it's like ridiculously bulky. Crab Hammer just bodies the entirety of his team. Helps with like stuff like Bergmite and stuff like that. +2 Crab Hammer is going to do a lot to Krabby as well. So that's obviously super clutch for us. It's going to blow back Qfan. It's going to obviously do just a bunch of damage to everything. It's going to blow back Trapinch. A bunch of monsters on his team, even the Stuffle with its Fluffy. We can Swords Dance up and Crab Hammer right through that thing. So I think Corfish is a really good late game win con if we can find an opportunity to set up a Swords Dance and have some things shift, maybe have rocks and webs up, and Corfish can actually go pretty crazy on this team. So hoping we can position this thing correctly, unlike last game. Next up, we have our Ghastly rocking out with the Berry Juice, Levitate ability, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, and Thunderbolt. Now, this is a real annoyance for his team. He does not appreciate switching into dual stats whatsoever. Will-O-Wisp is honestly for that Stuffle, just because it's really annoying and it can come in, pivot in, take 2 Sludge Waves. Other than that, he doesn't really have great switch-ins. Will-O-Wisp also hits the Qfant, which is really clutch. We can hit the Qfant, burn it, get our Berry Juice back up, and then throw some Shadow Balls, which is obviously super clutch. Same thing with the Stuffle. We could do that to like a Darkest Lariat or whatever move it really wants to go for, and then get our juice back up, which is again very clutch. It breaks the sturdy on Bergmite and lets us sit in front of that thing and beat it 1v1 most of the time. So I really do like gassing in this game. Puts a lot of pressure on our opponent, and at the very least, it'll spread some burns, put some offensive pressure. Stuff like that. So Ghastly's really clutch in this matchup. Thunderbolt's also nice for his double water, guaranteeing us an Oko on Krabby and obviously Wingull. They're never going to want to take that T-Bolt from a Ghastly. But yeah, that's going to be our little ghost there. Next up, we have our Bunnelby. We're bringing Life Orb this week. Huge power as the ability, Facade, Quick Attack, U-Turn, and Earthquake. If we can get up webs, our opponent sacks this Pokemon webs and rocks, because after rocks, a non-Eviolite Wingull will die to a Quick Attack 100% of the time. Qfan drops to Earthquake. Mime Jr. drops to Facade. Salandit drops to Earthquake. Trap Inch with a little bit of chip. It doesn't want to take an Earthquake or a Facade. Same thing with Bergmite. Krabby drops. Stuffle needs a little bit of chip. Bounce Sweet needs not really that much chip, I don't think. And then Pichu obviously drops as well. So if we can get the sufficient chip we really need, this is another really, really good one. And at the very least, it's going to 2-hit KO everything on our opponent's team, in all honesty, with Rocks up. So I think Bumblebee's going to be really, 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 really solid in this matchup. And I'm hoping it puts on a lot of offensive pressure here. You can see this team we're bringing right here is incredibly offensive because we do not check Rob's team, like, at all. Next up, we have our Golett, rocking out with the Eviolite, Iron Fist ability, Stealth Rock, Drain Punch, Earthquake, and Thunder Punch. This is going to be our rocket this week. We're bringing this opposed to the, what do you call it, Bonsly. It checks Q-Fan a little bit better. We can chew a power up from that thing guaranteed, which is obviously super nice. We can chew a hit from the Salandit, obviously Earthquake that. We get up Rocks on a lot, minus the Wingull. I think we can get up Rocks on literally everything. Krabby might actually knock us out too, but if we get up Sticky Web, being able to Thunder Punch that thing is obviously super nice. With our Iron Fist, we're going to do a lot of damage to it. And again, like I said, Rocks are incredibly important in this matchup. This also gives us a check to the Stuffle's Dual Stabs. Again, it's obviously going to have coverage for us, but it's a decent pivot into it nonetheless, because Ghastly isn't the safest thing. And this also helps us kind of form a spin block core versus the Bergmite, which is something I'll definitely take. Avalanche isn't doing the most if we don't hit it first, and obviously stopping the spin is going to be very, very important for us. But I feel like Ghastly is going to be more so the model we use to spin block in this game, just because Bergmite hits Golett a little bit harder, but nonetheless, if we really need to stop a spin, we can always sack off Golett to refuse that thing a spin, which is obviously super, super nice for us. I really do like Golett in this matchup opposed to Bonsly, which we had last time. Next up, we have our Meowth, rocking out with the Berry Juice, Tough Claws ability, Iron Head, U-Turn, Foul Play, and Thunderbolt. This is a great pivot into Wingull. It is a pivot into something like the Mr. Mime. I mean, the Mime Jr., which is obviously super, super nice. Thunderbolt allows us to hit those two waters despite us not being very specially attack invested or even having a neutral nature with a special attack. We're going to do a lot of damage to those things. We'll knock out Wingull. We'll do a lot to Krabby, which is obviously super, super clutch for us. And we'll be able to go from there. I do think that Meowth is amazing in this matchup, just as a really annoying bulky pivot to U-turn around, Iron Head around. Throw off a Foul Play to hit the Q-Fan pretty hard if we need to as a last-ditch effort. You know, good stuff like that. So I think Meowth is pretty solid here, just to pivot into things and kind of switch around, get some U-turn initiative and all that good stuff. Then lastly, we have our Cutiefly. I think lastly, let me double check and make sure this is the last one on our team. Oh yeah, it is. Awesome. So we have the Focus Sash, Shield Dust as our ability, Moonblast, U-Turn, Sticky Whip, and Psychic. I ditched Calm Mind this time. I realized there's no reason for me to ever click Calm Mind. If I ever think the Q-Fence coming in, I'm clicking U-Turn anyways. Moonblast, Psychic hit the rest of his team. Sticky Web is amazing in this matchup just to slow down all of his threats, to make it to where mons like Bumblebee and Ghastly and stuff like that can really, really thrive. And even our core fish especially, actually. They can all really, really thrive under Sticky Web this week. And again, I think we can pretty sufficiently spin block our opponent. So if we're able to get at those hazards and Rocks on Golett and Sticky Web on Cutiefly, we're going to be in a phenomenal spot. But yeah, that is going to be our team for the week. I'm really, really nervous for this match. Really excited, though. If you're excited, obviously drop a like, maybe sub if you're new here. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the battle. 1 second. Alright guys, here we are with the battle. Let's see what Rob elected to bring. Nothing too crazy here. Krabby. Q-Fant. Stuffle. No Pichu, which is nice. Bergmite. Mime. Junior. And Wingull. Okay. So my best lead right off the bat, what would it really be? I really do think Golett is our best lead minus the Wingull. I really think it's an amazing lead in this matchup. Just because we can essentially chew a hit from literally everything on the build. So I think that's what we're going to lead off with. I really want my Rocks. I think Rocks are immensely important in this game. And I would love to get them up. Love to get them up. So we'll see what we can do. But yeah, good luck. Have fun to Rob. Hopefully you can nab this championship here. I'm extremely nervous if you can't tell. So I apologize if I'm not super bubbly. I got the shakes like crazy right now, man. So he's going to send out Rob, which is Wingull. Ah. Golett into Wingull. And the question is, do we live a hit from this thing, or do we have to switch out? If he clicks Scald, we die to that thing. So what I think we need to do is we need to go into good old Cotton Eye Joe. Or Meowth. Because if he's Life Orb, we die. We guarantee don't die to this if he's not, so. So he's gonna U-turn. I could have called that play, but like it wasn't worth it. It just really wasn't worth it. What he wants to go out and do here is definitely to be seen. We can U-turn out on pretty much anything. Pretty safely, honestly. If he goes into the Q-Fan, I'm definitely U-turning and I'm going right out into Golett. And I'm going to get up my rocks. So Stuffle's going to come out. That's fine. I want to U-turn again. I'm still going to U-turn on this thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess he could be Scarf, but like, or really fast Stuffle? How fast Stuffle? Maybe I just choked there because I'm clicking my moves too fast. I need to slow down. I need to slow down. I need to slow down. Oof. Yeah, if he has like any speed on this thing, we don't outspeed him. That was a bad play on my end. We'll see. Because Brick Break kills us. If he's adamant. Or in that case, any fighting move. So we are going to be faster. That also helps us plus Scarf, potentially. Maybe we shouldn't risk that, but like, not the biggest deal in the world. Okay, I want to check how much Golett takes from an Ice Punch. Okay, shh. Cooper's in the room. As we're playing already. Go sit down, buddy. You wanted to watch. We'll see what we can do, though. We're going to go into our Golett. He could definitely go for the Ice Punch. That would be a good play on his end. So he is going to go for the Ice Punch. Actually, not a 2-hit KO. Do not freeze us. I am going to get up my rocks now. Yeah, I think I'm going to get up my rocks. I really want them up for that Wingull. I really, really want them up for that Wingull, man. That's actually huge if we can get those up. And we should be able to live any hit and be in a decent spot. And we know that this thing's way of hitting us is going to be Ice Punch, so Ghastly is actually decently free on it. So Ice Punch again. Can we live? We do. Yeah, that's clutch. That means we can get us some Drain Punch chip. And I'm completely fine with sacking this thing literally to get up rocks. Literally to get up rocks. He's not max attack adamant either. He's not, because he would have most likely 2-hit KO'd us unless he got 2 min rolls on those before. So he might be just not invested. If he's not invested, this is right about the damage that we're thinking. Okay. He's definitely a Violite based on that Drain Punch damage. It did nothing. Maybe I should have Earthquaked. I mean, I know we're Iron Fist, but Earthquake did more. But if he was Juice, we put him in range of his Juice. So we're going to go down here. Not the biggest deal in the world. I love chip on this thing. I think we can pretty freely go into Q to fly here. Yeah. And part of me really wants to U-turn. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn. I think I'm definitely going to U-turn right here. The Q-Fan's super free, in my opinion. And getting up rocks means that we can go pretty much hard out into Bunnelby and put on a lot of pressure. So, let's see what we can do. Because, I mean, this thing should die to Q to fly. Guaranteed. From this range. I would be very surprised if it didn't. I actually might not if he's super bulky. So, I mean, U-turn will put him in range at the very least. But we can go Ghastly the turn after, if he does elect to stay in. So, that's always good for us. That's always really good for us. As we are going to U-turn as he stays in. Very interesting play on Rob's end. Can't say I necessarily agree with it, but again, not the biggest deal in the world. I just want to make sure we can never die. So Ice Punch. Actually doesn't even 2-hit KO us, which is pretty funny. But I'm going to go into my Ghastly right here. So he's going to go for an Ice Punch. As we are going to live. This is nice. And I'm going to Wisp. I think Wisp is our safest play. It catches this thing and just effectively neuters it, in all honesty, which is super clutch for us. And I really do think he's Eviolite based on the damage that we're doing so far. He might even want to switch out into the Q-Fan expecting the Sludge Wave, which I'll definitely take as well. This Q-Fan can't ever kill us if it's burned. As he's taking a lot of time, as he is going to stay in. We missed the Wisp. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. Well, I'm gonna Sludge Wave here. Man. It's really annoying. We lost both of our spin blockers too now. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, that's fucking annoying. Good lord, that sucks. Okay. Relax, relax. We can still do it. I think good old Cotton Eye Joe lets in the least. As we can pretty freely throw off an Iron Head here. If that was a speed tie before, it's going to be really unfortunate. So we are going to outspeed him. We're going to knock out the Stuffle. Okay. That sucks, because I would have had health on my Ghastly and knocked out the Stuffle. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? We're in a really tough spot against the Q-Fant, though. Like, really tough spot against the Q-Fant. We don't switch into that thing at all at this point. So that's not fun. Hold on, buddy. I'm doing something, okay? Alright, sorry. We'll see what we can do, though. God, that really sucks, man. That really sucks. I need to not let the tilt get to me. Because who knows, maybe we could still potentially do it with Core Fish. But that is so freaking frustrating, man. That is so frustrating. We might even be able to do it with our, what do you call it? Our thing as well. Our, what do you call it? Our guy. He's gonna go into the Q-Fant. Man. I feel like we just died to an earthquake. And he's gonna, yeah, he's gonna just, I'm gonna U-turn, just because it's a safer play. And we can kind of figure out what we want to switch into after this. This is a lot, too. We can kind of scout some damage with our Meowth, see how much that U-turn did. It's not looking like Eviolite. We can go into our Bunnelby, but the only issue there is, like, man. I think we go into Eugene. I don't think he's going to click Power Whip. I think he's going to click Earthquake. So he does click that, and he's Life Orb. Yeah. I'm gonna click Crab Hammer. No reason to click anything else. We know he's Life Orb now as well, which is nice because we don't have to play around any shenanigans, which is obviously claimed for us. So I'm gonna click Crab Hammer. I'm gonna hopefully get some big damage off on this thing. If he gives us this, then Cutiefly looks amazing as well, which is also good to see. Man, I would love to have my Ghastly right now. I would love to have the Ghastly right now. Alright, we'll see. He's definitely thinking about this play. We might hit timer soon if he doesn't hurry up. Let's see. So he's gonna switch out. We're gonna get a kill here as long as we connect. GCS. That's gonna be crabby. I think we can Oko this thing with this and good lord. Good lord, man. God, that sucks. Man. That is awful. We're gonna go and do our guy here. Oh, man. That really sucks. I would have loved that damage off on Krabby. Let's see what we can do, though, man. Ugh. Let's see what we can do. I might lose. I should have probably just stayed in. But he can just set up here. Like, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh my gosh, that really sucks. That was awful. Yeah, that was I was doing 47 to 57 if he wasn't Eviolite. So if he's Jolly, we live this hit. Sub. God, that's annoying, dude. That is so annoying. We're gonna T-bolt. Hope for the best. Liquidation. Can we live? We don't. Of course, man. Of course. Haha! Woo! That's great. Love to see that in the finals game, man. I mean, when a U-turn, hope it breaks a sub. Go into Q to fly. Set up webs. If he attacks. He's gonna see we're Life Orb here, which also sucks. Like, what can I do? I don't know how we beat, what do you call it now? Maybe I should have sacked, our guy, but I don't think I can risk it. So I'm just gonna Moonblast here. I don't think I have any reason not to. We're gonna break it sub. Our Sash will be able to live the hit. And then hopefully get up our webs. I don't know how we win this game though, to be honest. Do we need the webs? Kinda. Yeah, I'm gonna get up a sticky web. We'll see what we can do. So he's just gonna liquidation. This thing wouldn't have had any of this health. Oh man, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. We're gonna go into our guy here. He could be a Violite. Doesn't matter. It shouldn't. I'm gonna click Facade. So we're gonna be able to knock this thing out. Man. I'm sorry guys, I'm super tilted. That really did bug me, man. That really sucks. We'll see what we can do, though. We'll see what we can do. I need to see Bergmite. How much we do to Bergmite with our Bunnelby. Might not be enough. It's not enough. He can just go Bergmite for free. Yeah. Hoopers, buddy. Sorry about that. Can Corefish pivot in and take one? I can. How should I do a Crab Hammer? We could put him in range with a Crab Hammer as well. Which is obviously super clutch. Everything else could potentially be in range of Bumblebee, so if we play this correctly, then maybe. Let's see what we can do, though. That Rob. It's just going to be Wingle. If he's not Eviolite, he dies. And this is my only play. Look at that. Let's see. Let's see. So we're going to quick attack. We knock it out. Awesome. We do. Clutch. Clutch. That actually opens up our endgame with Gorefish. Yeah, dude. That's amazing. If he's not Scarf Mime Jr. Might. So he goes under Ray. It's just going to be this thing. We're going to time out, which is really annoying because we're going to have to finish on Showdown. Ah, dang it, I choked. I might have choked. I'm going to click Crab Hammer, though. Ugh, might have choked. Mime Junior. How much does it take from a quick attack? From our Bumblebee. If he's not Eviolite, if we crit the quick attack, we might kill him. So he's gonna go Q-Fan. So we're gonna knock it out. Okay. That's fine. But without rocks up, who knows? I'm gonna jet here. Get the damage I need to quick attack through. And if I crit the thing and it's not like Fizz Death, maybe. So he's gonna Psychic. We're gonna have 2 minutes left. We need to hustle up. We're gonna quick attack. Man, I really think without that miss, those misses, we were in such a better spot. God, that's frustrating, dude. Losing a finals because of that really sucks. Buddy. We're gonna quick attack. And then we're gonna have to hope the bird can't die. Bird might. So it's gonna go down. Facade does the most possible damage. If he's not relaxed, can we kill? No. We're gonna have to crit Facade. With a crit, it's a roll in our favor. We're in a Facade. Hope for the best. It's really unfortunate. I'm really frustrated with myself. Or just frustrated with how the game went in general. Avalanche. Yeah, we're gonna lose. I don't think we lost if we hit those things, but what can you do? What can you do? GG's to Rob. I'm really sorry, guys. It's really hard to end the season on a sour note like this when we played so well, and I think we won that game. I really think we won that game. Wow. Well, GG's to Rob. It's not his fault. So obviously no hate towards him, but I'm really frustrated with that, man. Losing the finals like that's awful. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, be sure to sub. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, and I'll catch you in the next one.